Alright, realized it would probably help if my headphones were on. Watson wants to supplant my place on the couch, so I'm giving it an experiment. Sorry, puppers. You okay? Yeah. I am trying to stream a bit more often for fun. And one of the things that has been really, really fun for me lately, let's fix this camera and look at my eyes. Let's see here. Let's point this a little bit more. It's a little scuffed, y'all, but a little scuff never hurt nobody. What do you think, buddy? Oh, we for sure need you in the shot. Got the good boy. Pretty good. Could use even more. I think I might still want to set up the Watson cam even with this. I'll see if I can coax him into sitting with me sometime. That's a good boy. That is such a good boy. Alright. So today, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at some of the games that meant a lot to me as a kid for one reason or another. And a few fun things have been going on lately. My kids ended school here pretty recently, just this past week. My daughter preschool and then my son first grade. And they're gonna have a lot more screen time. It's just how this works in the fucking summer. It's okay. But my daughter has seen me collecting things and getting my setup ready. I've got a Retrotink 4K-CE, which is a really cool piece of equipment. That is for essentially up-resing old consoles, and that's everything from even the most, like Game Boy, like Game Boy, including Game Boy Color, but like Game Boy. Like you can figure out a fun way to get that to work out, and then all the way up to what's interesting is this this particular piece of equipment actually up-resed my Switch output as well, which is pretty darn cool. So yeah, so I've been playing some games with her lately, and the few that we have been working on lately is Star Fox 64 and Snowboard Kids 2, which is fucking rad, but her favorite of all of them has actually been Castlevania 64. And back in the day, I thought it was not the best of games, but it was a rad, good time, and it sure is. And I actually am of the opinion that it holds up a bit better than really anticipated. So let's go ahead and do the version 1.2 of Castlevania 64. Of course, the reason or the main differences between version 1.2 and all the other ones, so I have no idea. But I do know it's 1.2, and to be honest, I want to do a Reinhardt run as opposed to a Castlevania Legacy of Darkness run, just so I can be kind of close to where me and my daughter are at this time. Right now in the N64 version here, or the regular release one. So with that, let's go ahead. We will pause the computer music here. Okay, I'm back. Turn off the desktop audio. Okay, here we go. Wait. All right, now it's time to start by playing some Castlevania 64, guys. Up-resed on the Retrotink 4K. Let's load on the ROM. Watson! Come here, who's a good boy? Let's see here, it's already screwed up, so actually, you know what I'm gonna do ironically, instead of using the SummerCart, is let's use my own copy of Castlevania 64. Hard to tell in the blue light, I'm sure, but we'll do that and then insert in our combination, rumble pack, and memory card from Nyko. It, of course, cannot actually do both at the same time. My God. Okay, 1 second. Sometimes this stuff can be quite finicky. I always hate it when it is. This will just take a second. And back in. Click that time. Reconnect. Come on, what do you say? There we go. It's working. It's working. Watson. Come on up, boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Alright, so ironically, you can hear the music. I can't. 1 second. Do one additional thing on my side. While you listen to this beautiful intro, folks. In just a second. Try not to usually be the guy that troubleshoots on stream. So apologies for that. Good thing I can edit this video. Alrighty, guys. Castlevania 64. Kind of bright. Let's go back. Alrighty, folks. So I have already started playing this game with my daughter Lucy. Been playing as Carrie, who's the magic wielder. We will start a new game for us today. We will do it on normal. A bummer thing that child lore ran into as a kid was I played easy mode because the game was legitimately hard for me at age 8 to 10, however old I was. And unfortunately, if you play easy, you can only play through, it's about half to maybe 2/3 of the game. And it says, go back and play the game on normal, bitch. And that was rough. That was a little too hard for me as a kid. So I would always play on my older brother's profiles or saves that duplicate their save and everything like that. And that was a good time.
Transylvania, in the mid-19th century, the province of Wallachia.
It's a pretty good
no one foresees
voice, especially for N64.
the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Deep in his castle, he stirs from a century of enforced sleep. Count Dracula awakes. Reinhard Schneider, heir to the
I never knew why they just, why not just call him Reinhardt Belmont?
His blood dooms him to oppose
Might as well.
the might of Dracula.
But Reinhardt Schneider is a pretty kick-ass, badass name as well, though.
The young vampire killer begins.
We got ourselves the Holy Whip of our ancestors. The young vampire killer is also using the vampire killer whip of the Belmont clan. So this game is inherently, I would think, harder and perhaps significantly harder for Reinhardt than it is for Carrie. So Carrie is a magic user, and her weapons are homing magic missiles.
Courage. Don't leave me.
Wow, that was deep, Reinhardt. So she has a homing missile and then kind of a up close melee attack that, granted, isn't as strong as Reinhardt's. His is a sword. Hers is kind of these dancing rings, or it's the best I can describe it, like gymnastic rings, basically. There we go. So we got ourselves some jewels. In this game, you do still have the side... what are those? Like, not your sidearms. Just your secondary weapons. And those take ammo, regardless of the weapon. And the jewels are used as ammo for your weapons. In this case, a knife takes 1 ammo. So I had 10 ammo, now I've got 9. And sorry, it's gone back the wrong way. We go back through all this mess. Proceed ourselves forward. And when I was playing with my daughter, she has watched myself and her older brother play Minecraft, which of course has some zombies and skeletons and stuff. And so I wanted to know I wanted to know early on if she would be scared by a game like this, and thank God she wasn't. When she saw the skeletons rise up from the ground and pop on up, she looked at them and said, "Ha, their butts look funny." So that's how I knew, yeah, she'll be able to handle this game. Oh my God, he was still alive. He's just there, still crawling on the ground. And hey, welcome Beats! Welcome Mary. My setup is a little scuffed, so it's gonna be a little harder for me to read chat, long story short, but I think I got Restream to work. Beats, which is pretty fucking awesome. Sorry, I'm distracted. We'll get ourselves going, moving forward. Amazing, no problem. Awesome. Thanks, man. And yeah, I can see it well enough here. So we got ourselves the first little mini boss. Oh my God. This Neanderthal skeleton thing. Top scary tiny cave tunneling moments. Oh, count me out. Oh my God. Jill read a book about, it was like a soccer team that had gotten stuck in a cave, and then it had flooded or whatever. And they were stuck down there for a while, and it took like people from around the world to be able to save them. Like it was a crazy amount of effort for just, you know, kids on a random soccer team. I think it was like in South America somewhere, or Spain, or I want to say it was like Portugal. I don't know, it was Spain or something like that. I don't know, some South American country. Sorry, I'm not making a whole lot of sense. I'll have to ask Jill about the book, but it's just crazy. Long story short, nope, count me out of cave adventures, cave diving. That one's a big nope. So I'm learning that this game is indeed harder to control when you are not a homing magic missile wielding sorceress. I like to think Reinhardt's telling himself, this thing's a vampire killer, and this doesn't work very well because these are skeletons. So you just wait, Harold Higgins. We'll get this. Come on, baby. Oh my God! And jumped off a cliff. The game has ended early. Now, I am high. However, I don't think I was that high, because I did way better the first time that I played this game with Lucy. Maybe I was just boistered and encouraged by her presence. That I fully believe, actually. All right, we'll get right back there, folks. This time, let's go ahead and use our sub-weapon. That's what I'm talking about. Or secondary weapon. We'll use our knives. Now, this camera is not my favorite. We have to, can we skip the cutscene? We have the cutscene, can we skip it? Oh, thank God, we can at least skip the cutscenes. Yeehaw! So I would make the obvious comparison of this game to Dark Souls. However, I will say this game has a lot more saves in general than Dark Souls. So in some ways, this is still easier. But man, the platforming, the aiming of this game can be rough for poor Reinhardt, man. I am feeling for our hero in whips. Okay, wow, those do close to no damage. So we are going to, as the cool kids say, get good. We did get the cross. Cross is a much better sub-weapon. Oh god. And in this case, holy water is not too bad either. Except I don't think I have enough ammo for it. Rather kind of the other skeletons, though, to provide such nice sub-weapons. Maybe the game knows, like, oh man, he failed the first boss fight. Let's throw this player a bone. Get it. So these things here on the ground are power-ups for your main weapon. So my whip is now longer and stronger. Doctors don't want you to know this one trick. Believe me, I might work with doctors. Got to pick up the jewel there. Got another one. Let's see if this holy water works on him. Yes, holy water is helping to take him out, which I appreciate. Perfect. All right, finally, folks, we have beaten the first mini boss. Okay, just yeets down. Some platforms appear. And we'll keep on keeping on here. Now there aren't too many. Didn't look like Castlevania 64 is a especially active speed run, which is not the most surprising thing on God's good earth. That said, at some point I would like to look at some videos of ways to at least optimize, not optimize, but at least make some of the platforming and perhaps especially some of the movement as Reinhardt, and especially attacks as Reinhardt, be a bit less insanely kind of random. Does look awesome though, do I have to say. That is a cool ass looking whip. And up we go. Smack. Despite being up-resed, your Lord and Savior, lag. He will determine when times are good, when frames are good, when frames are bad. Praise be his name. Thanks, Beats. I appreciate it. I am experimenting with being comfy when I stream. I recently got a couch and have reset my office, set up a bit, and it is feeling really good lately. Oh my god, we get this cat guy. We've got a lot of mini bosses early on, which I think is pretty cool. It's nice that even for a first level, as random as the enemies and the mini bosses might be. Oh shit! Just got pounded on the ground, brother. Oh my god. All right, take that, Catman. So it's kind of funny because right now I'm trying to call a Catman and some skeletons kind of random enemies for Castlevania. That's not. That is the most normal set of Castlevania enemies I've ever seen, and I don't know about you. I think that skeleton levitated. Can skeletons actually jump across? Here we have the Minecraft creeper version of the skeleton. See if I can point in that direction. You've got these blue skeletons that sound like a fuse going off. And we're going to encounter a lot in this area, so if you missed it, don't worry. You'll hear it a good bit more. In this game, you heal, as in every Castlevania game, with random-ass chicken that you find all around. Roast chicken and roast beef. The most common phrasing for this type of majestic cooking is typically referred to as wall chicken and wall beef. It originated in the original Castlevanias, where indeed you did find chicken in the walls, secretly in the walls in that game. And that would heal you at that in the original NES game as well. Pretty rad. Smack. There you go. There's your creeper. Just exploded it there, but do like the blue blue vibe here. Come on, let me pick up the cross. Here we go. Thank you. I am a cross enjoyer. So I welcome anyone of any religion here. I will say I grew up in a rather strict religion overall. It's Christian. And I am choosing not to raise my children in that religion. And it brought me some joy. Brought my little atheist heart some joy that neither my 7-year-old nor my 5-year-old knew any idea what a cross was. I'm like, what is this thing? I gave them pretty big squeezes after that. But now I know, for the future, the right way to respond is the cross is one of the best sub-weapons you can have in Castlevania, guys. And you can always remember that your daddy taught you that. Boom! You know, in this economy, holy water must be quite the commodity. And I bet the rich show off that they're rich by taking entire baths in holy water. So Beats, I've got a goal of trying to stream 3 times this week. And in addition to that, I'm hoping to finally work on editing my VODs and get those uploaded. And then eventually I'll start working on some highlights or clips or something like that. But for now, we're just going to start with getting the VODs up, because currently the only thing up right now is my the very first my controller disconnected. That's really weird. Oh. So it's actually because Watson just chewed through my controller extender. Oh no, he just chewed through the actual main controller cord itself. Oh shit. So you are going to watch Reinhardt die in slow motion. Here. Well, crap. That is something I did not anticipate, puppy. Okay, so Beats, I apologize. Is that something that's fixable? Switching out the cable? Hopefully so. He might be asleep. You're gonna have to ask him tomorrow. So I need to figure out a good way to keep this boy from chewing on that cord. So 1 second. I'm going to be right back, folks. Alrighty. How are we doing here? Okay, thank God. Do I have a backup? While I am up, though, I already did save the games. Let's go ahead and move back to our SummerCart. One game that I have not yet tried yet on my new setup that perhaps we'll go ahead and end on tonight. Sorry again for the scuff stream. Is let's go to 007. That'll be GoldenEye, right? 2G, just at the very top. Where's 007? It's 7 gold 9. Here we go. Let's go. Classic. Dude, normal. Yeah, the Moria Dam, 9 years ago. Yeah, the Moria. It's Russian for White Sea. This is the White Sea Dam. Okay. Good. Alerted to my presence. Okay, so it's up here. Sniper's still up here. Man. Not the world's best N64 player yet. Give me time though. Yeehaw! Okay. Man, aiming is just so wild in this. Oops. Yeah. Let's walk on through here. As a kid, I have no idea what I'm doing. What is the plot of this section? Ironically, despite my name being Lore, I have no idea. I always thought it was cool as a kid how you could use the butt of the sniper rifle to slap people. The good own. Well, that feels like a objective failed. Was that a objective? Then it had screen things I could adjust. Let's see here. I see no difference. Okay. Cool. Take it. I don't know how to check on my objectives. It's all good. Fine. Fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Alright, guys, who thought that was a funny joke? Where is the alarm, actually? Like, what side does the alarm on? Yeah. Alright, that was obnoxious. Alright, that's open. Eh. Back, forth, back. And we go. Okie-doke. Odd little choke point. Jesus, maybe I should play them Babby mode. Sweet little Babby. I thought so. Let's go guns a-blazing, I guess. Oh, there's body armor somewhere. Come on. Man, this autoing is crazy. Motherfuckers! I watched Pro Jared do a really good mod of this where you can actually use your mouse. Okay. And mouse and keyboard to play. That seemed like a good idea. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, great. Well, bummer. Let's just want to restart this mission. Let's restart this mission. Alright, we are going to claim a mulligan. And try to do it this time around. We'll probably end up for the evening. Let's actually do this correctly. Neutralize all alarms, bungee jump from the platform. Oh, okay, so we didn't actually have to do the other one. Neutralize all alarms, bungee jump. Okay, we read it this time. Arms. Secret Agent James Bond. Mission 1. Archangelsк. Part 1. Damn. Primary objectives: neutralize all alarms and bungee jump from the platform. Background: MI6 has confirmed the existence of a secret chemical warfare facility at the Bielomoria Dam, USSR. Its heavily guarded location and workings are a cause for major concern. Nerf gas produced there has been turning up in the hands of hostile regimes around the world, and deal with international terrorists have been rumored. This facility should be destroyed with extreme prejudice. What's interesting is in high school, I did an entire senior class essay about biochemical warfare. And was able to use it not only for high school, but for college as well. Which I thought was a very effective use of my time in multitasking. But yeah, kind of crazy topics in high school. Oh, lots of things. We already decided that eating a cable was a good idea. Alright, thanks folks. The area around the dam is defended against full-scale military attack, but a lone agent stands a much better chance. The easiest way to gain entrance to their weapons factory will be to get down the face of that dam. Q had an idea about that. Not sure if we'll read it every time. Hardly a lover's leap, James. Be careful though. I hate to think of you falling for anyone else. Thanks, Moneypenny. Maybe we'll just do background and maybe the briefing and Moneypenny in the future. Yellow Moria Dam. 9 years ago. Alright, round 2. Will you please die? Jesus. Okay. I like how precise and quiet this is, so maybe this is what we'll go with. Okay, slip on down. Butter barn. Okay, just kidding. Let's do this, especially for long distance. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! I didn't realize it was so bad at this. You know what? That seems pretty bullshit. The whole thing is it's supposed to be protected. You can't just shoot inside like that. It's rude. Come on. Alrighty. Let's go. Onward we go. Now we know that he activates the alarm, so that's... Now that yellow general or whoever it is has my personal favorite weapon. Except, did he drop it? Did he not drop it? No. It's the DD4. Oh, here it is. Perfectly visible to the naked eye, of course. kind of there. So we're gonna get rid of all the alarms. And bungee jump as well. I need to worry about the whole cable modem thing. I'm sure it's not gonna blow up or anything. Ah. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Much better. I love this gun. Definitely a personal favorite. How you doing? What did it just take? Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay, so I should just go in one direction. That's a beautiful vase. All right. Wow, I'm not sure if I've ever been down to this part of the dock. I'm guessing there's also a time requirement on these missions. You know what? Covert is my middle name. Lovely to see you. All right. But they do use the same ammo. Okay. All right. Let's start making our way forward and dropping by at every point. Neutralize those alarms. Please? Okay. All alarms. Okay, you know what? Let's get out of here. Woo-wee! Down we go. We are done. Jesus. Airing out. It's starting to kill me a little bit. Ugh. A little diving off a cliff. Classic James. Perfect. Where did my puppy go? Oh, he's right on the floor there. Oh, good boy. Just for me, dude. All right. Mission complete. Target 240. Jeez. Okay. I'll hold it. Let's try for that target time, I guess. $240, huh? All I gotta do is neutralize the alarms and then run and jump off. Okay, here we go. I just don't care about anyone. Come on, truck. Hey, where's the truck? Come on, buddy. I wonder if it's partly dependent on, do I have to defeat everyone who's stopping it? Do that break. Auto aim on. Yep. I was trying to see if I could see what time it was, but. Oh my god! Come on. Open. Supposed to do this in 2 minutes, man. That's nuts. Ah. Hello? Hello? What the heck? Okay, we're gonna do this again. That sucks. One more time. This one for all the money. Yeah, I can't go faster than the truck, so maybe I was trying a bit too hard there. Pretty sure there's not an alarm down here. No, definitely would have heard that. Anybody up here? Yep. Let's just let him come to me then. Alright, so can we sneak around at the back here? Take a fucker. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay. Okay, go straight for the alarm. Okay, just kidding. Don't know why I changed orientation. There we go. Alright, let's party. Look at that mad strafing action. Yeehaw! Okay. No, I can't shoot this alarm to save my life! Not mind an auto aim on the alarm. My Christmas wish list for next year. Quite the wish list. Let's spend way too much time on this thing. Let's get out, let's get out, let's get out. I think this is the second one. The last one. However we want to phrase that. Okay, get out of here. Nope, sure wasn't. Okay. Is this one up at 2? Yep, sure enough. Okay, completed. Get me out of here. I do like about the lag, because it does feel like a slow motion, cool action scene of just dodging all these bullets, jumping off a cliff. Rad way to start this game, by the way. See if that was fast enough. I have a feeling it might not have been. $240. We're gonna do this one more time. Okay. I feel like summoning Salt right now. It's trying to shave a whole minute off its time. Can he do it? Look at this. Weapon is just kind of goated. I just don't know how to be that much faster. I need to look up. Oh my god, seriously? No. That was stupid. Alright. Weird ending to that. But we know that was bullshit. So, alright guys. Sorry for the scuff stream, but I do appreciate you working with me. I hope you have an absolutely lovely evening, and we'll talk to you later.